Today, on the 180th chapter of the Laymans Journal, we'll be talking about retired NFL star Michael Oher, the inspiration behind the hit movie and book The Blind Side, and while he's chosen to file suit against the Tuohy family, the people, according to the movie, responsible for his career. So without further ado, let's get it. I remember when The Blind Side came out back in 2009 and how it was marketed as the feel-good movie of the decade, and in many respects it was. Sandra Bullock, who played the lead character of Leanne Tuohy, won an Oscar for her performance. It grossed more than $300 million at the box office. Adjusted for inflation, that would be in the neighborhood of $430 million, which is a windfall given the film's budget. And it told a heartwarming story. A wealthy, white conservative family living in what used to be the Jim Crow South, crossing the race barrier, taking pity on a lowly black kid with no place to live or clothes to wear, bringing him into their home and feeding him and showing him love, helping him with his grades and getting him into a leading university. You can't make this stuff up. It's a fairy tale come true. But according to Michael Oher, it's all a lie. Quoting Penn Live.
Former NFL and Ole Miss star Michael Oher, whose life story was the subject of the Oscar award-winning movie The Blind Side, is now saying he was never adopted by Sean and Leanne Tuohy. The former offensive lineman filed a 14-page petition filed in the Shelby County, Tennessee probate court, which states he wasn't adopted. In fact, less than 3 months after Oher turned 18 in 2004, the couple tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators, per an ESPN report. The petition alleges the Tuohys used the conservator status to make deals that made the Tuohys and their birth children millions in royalties from the movie. Oher, on the other hand, got nothing that he says would not have existed without him. Oher discovered this lie to his chagrin and embarrassment in February of 2023 when he learned that the conservatorship to which he consented on the basis that doing so would make him a member of the Tuohy family, in fact, provided him no familiar relationship to the Tuohys. Oher wants the court to release him from the conservatorship and to issue an injunction barring the Tuohys from using his name and likeness. The petition asks for an accounting of the money the Tuohys earned as a result and looks for restitution as well as compensatory and punitive damages. Per ESPN, if Oher had been adopted by the Tuohys, he would have retained power to handle his financial affairs under the conservatorship or surrendered that authority to the Tuohys even though he was a legal adult.
I think they meant to say even though he wasn't a legal adult.
The Tuohys, per the petition, negotiated the movie deal after the 2006 release of the book Blind Side, Evolution of the Game. The movie paid the Tuohys and their 2 birth children at least $225,000 plus 2.5% of the film's defined net proceeds. The movie grossed more than $300 million at the box office and millions more in video home sales. Oher's attorney, Gerald Stranch IV, said Oher never received money from the movie even though he long suspected that others were profiting.
Next, I want to include a couple of excerpts from the ESPN article itself.
The Tuohys have denied making much money from the movie, saying they received a flat fee for the story and did not reap any of the movie's profits. And what they did earn, they added, was shared with Oher. "We divided it 5 ways," the Tuohys wrote in their 2010 book, In a Heartbeat, Sharing the Power of Cheerful Giving. And since the film's success coincided with the start of his lucrative NFL career in 2009, Oher did not take the time to fully investigate the deal until after he retired in 2016, Stranch said. Oher eventually hired a lawyer who helped him uncover the details surrounding the movie deal and his legal connection to the people he believed were his adoptive parents. Mike's relationship with the Tuohy family started to decline when he discovered that he was portrayed in the movie as unintelligent, Stranch said. Their relationship continued to deteriorate as he learned that he was the only member of the family not receiving royalty checks from the movie, and it was permanently fractured when he realized he wasn't adopted and a part of the family.
Now, a lot of the people that read this story are stunned by the news. They don't believe it, because the Tuohys were already rich, long before Michael Oher came around, and also because they're sweethearts of the conservative right. I remember when the movie came out and all the appearances they were making on Fox News.
About this movie, it is so refreshing to see Hollywood present a church-going, God-fearing family in a positive light. You just don't see that very often. Were you surprised that you were depicted as people that were authentic, and is that you? Tell me about who Leanne Tuohy is, what motivates you inside?
But to share a quote from Scarface,
"Don't underestimate the other guy's greed."
and I agree, don't underestimate the other guy's greed. Another reason why I am inclined to believe the lawsuit is the way he was portrayed in The Blind Side. As a black man, that really bothered me. And the same for Michael Oher, who also voiced his disgust at the movie. And I'll be doing a breakdown of The Blind Side after this video. But they portrayed him as an idiot, like he was more or less their pet. They took way too much credit for his success in that film, And when you watch the movie, it's all about them, specifically Mrs. Tuohy. Very little about Michael, but like I said, stay tuned for that upcoming video. However, and I want to give credit to Flemlo Raps for pointing this out, he made 2 great videos on the topic. I'll link them in the description, be sure to check him out and his channel. But he made a great point. All of this might be the NCAA's fault, because it all happened between 2006 and 2009, long before the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional for the NCAA to prohibit student athletes from profiting off of their name, image, and likeness. So I don't know how Michael Oher, given those rules, could have profited, since he was in school when the book and the movie deals were signed. But I'm not a lawyer and hopefully I'm wrong. So I'm going to end things right here, but before I go, follow me on my other social media platforms. And if you like this video, please be sure to share the link on your platforms. That, more than anything, would be a huge help in getting the word out. But most importantly, check out the other videos in my library. I'm sure there's something there you will enjoy. Here's a preview of my latest work. So, I follow a lot of pro-masculine, anti-feminist content on YouTube. Now some call it, others call it, but whatever it is, I follow it. And I've come across the term called rage. And basically, that's when a man comes to the realization that women are not who he thought they were. Women are human. They're not the higher beings of the angelic order. They possess no greater virtue than you or I. But in this post-modern, post-feminist age, that's what we've been taught. And again, when I say we, I mean men. Because many of us, especially those raised within the Black community, were primarily raised in a gynocentric social structure. We grew up with women in control, with little to no influence from masculine men. We were conditioned from youth to function as simps, men who live in the service of women. We were taught to cater to women, to pander to women, that our purpose as a man was a woman. And we were also taught that if you like a woman, you have to, quote, treat her right. And by that, they don't mean with kindness, protection, or provision, or even love. They mean servitude. Treat her as if she's your mother, your queen, your goddess. And if you do that, she'll grant you the privilege of being her boyfriend. In short, we were taught that giving gifts and doing favors, humiliating ourselves, were the key to getting any girl or woman we wanted. Beta! And couple that with the fact that we were also taught to believe that women were incapable of selfishness, manipulation, cruelty, or acting in their own self-interest. That women will honor our affections that are expressed through service, sacrifice, and gift giving, with love, loyalty, and conjugal relations. Because women, being the virtuous creatures that they are, honor those types of things. And if we do those things, they'll love us unconditionally, the way our mothers loved us as children.
You serious?
And not only was that fallacy of a philosophy prominent in our homes, but also with our extended families. It's also prevalent in our schools, our churches, but it was also popular in entertainment media.
All those times at night when you just heard me and just ran out with that other fella. Baby, I knew about it. I just didn't care.
What?
Right now, I'm just in so much pain, baby, because you just won't come back to me, will you?
And that's all I have to say about it. What do you have to say about it? Leave a comment in the comment section and let's have a conversation. Okay, so you've heard me say this a million times. So if you like this video, please give it a like and leave a comment in the comments section and share the link on your social media platforms. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you'll get alerts every time I upload new content. This is the Laymans Journal. Thanks for stopping by. I'm out.
Hell! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And while I do appreciate you sharing, subbing, and leaving comments, I'm going to ask that you take another step further in keeping the channel going. I set up a membership plan for those of you who would like to offer further support in the development of this channel. It's not anything expensive or special. I'm just asking for 99 cents a month, which is enough for me to continue doing the work that I do here.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
In the future, there will be additional tiers with added benefits, but for right now, I just need your support so that I can cover basic costs. So please, sign up so I can continue bringing you awesome content. This is the Laymans Journal. I'm out.